right, so to begin, we are going to take off this engine cover. It's only clipped on at the back, so we'll have to unbolt it from the front first. It's supposed to have 3 5mm Allen bolts. Mine only has 2. The center one is missing, but whatever yours has, remove it. There's one. They look a little weird, but take them out. Grab it from the back side, lift it up, and then pull it off the front. So here's your ignition coil, the spark plug's underneath, and first thing you're going to do, press on this connector, disconnect it. Now with a 10mm, let's unbolt it. Take that out. Now you can take your ignition coil, pull it straight up and out. Here it is. And now with the spark plug socket, go ahead and remove the spark plug. Okay, there it is. Here's your old spark plug. Here's the new spark plug. These engines take iridium spark plugs, but if you're not sure what to get, check your owner's manual. And it's important to have a spark plug socket because you can lock it in here and it won't fall. If it falls in there, it might get damaged. So put it in. Always start them on by hand. You don't want them cross-threading. Once you're sure that the threads have engaged, go ahead and bottom it out. Okay, that's snug. Let's get the torque wrench. 13 foot-pounds for these spark plugs. Right there, perfect. Now grab your ignition coil. I'm going to add a little bit of silicone paste to the end of this. That helps it seal up against the spark plug, but it also helps this rubber boot not stick to the spark plug in the future from heat cycles and everything. So drop it down, make sure you push it down all the way so it engages onto the spark plug. Go ahead and reconnect it. Make sure it clicks so that it's secure. And put in your bolt to lock it down and snug it up. Perfect. Now do the same thing to the rest of the front ones, then we'll move on to the back. Right behind the intake, you can put your 10mm socket in. You can remove the intake, but it's doable without it. Just break the bolt free, just like you did on the front. Remove it, and then we'll unplug it and remove the coil. Here we go. Put the spark plug socket down into the spark plug hole. Make sure it catches onto that spark plug. Break that free. Okay, remove it. There's your spark plug. Let's put in the new spark plug. Start it on by hand, always. That way you make sure it's not cross-threading, like I said. And we'll finish driving it down. This time I won't use my air tool. You don't want to damage the ceramic on the spark plug. Removing it, not the greatest idea, but it does make things faster. So I can't really get a torque wrench in here, so I'm just going to use my ratchet and make it as tight as I can. Well, kind of feel for it. Basically what you want to do is crush that little washer on the bottom of the spark plug where it engages on the threads, and 13 foot-pounds is not a lot. You want to just make it tight. After it bottoms out, I would say maybe half a turn, and then you should be good to go. So right about there, remove your tool. Let's get the ignition coil on. I put some silicone paste on the bottom of it, just like I did for the other ones, and drop it down into the hole. There it is. Press it down all the way. Connect it while you're at it. And put the bolt in to secure it. And of course, let's snug it up. Perfect. Now do the same thing to the other two in the back. That'll just be a little harder to reach. Let's get the engine cover on. On the back side, you can line up this. This is the Lexus emblem. Has a hole here that attaches to this stud. You want to line up the front studs with these holes. press this down, lock it in. I only had 2, but of course if you have 3, put them all back. Perfect.